year seemed to have started on a slightly more positive note, with some markets such as the MSCI All-Country World Index up 2.3% for the month of January. While our local equity market didn't experience the same euphoria, local listed property continued its positive trajectory. Who would have guessed that local property would have been such a stellar performer for 2023? Now locally, the PMI plunged. January's numbers show new vehicle sales and exports declining. While the PMI numbers weren't great, we did see that electricity production data released showed a decent quarterly improvement. Now this bodes well for a GDP growth recovery. Now the first MPC meeting saw rates being kept unchanged as expected. And then in China, the official NBS manufacturing PMI number ticks up slightly in January. Now this is still behind that 50 level mark that's needed for an expansionary type of environment. Now despite this number showing a marginal improvement, new orders, foreign sales and the employment index all remained in contractionary territory. Now we did see the inflation number in South Africa still easing slightly, with the latest number coming in at 5.1%, while 1 year ago it was at 7%, meaning the monetary policy could actually be somewhat effective. Now, the JSE is fairly flat for the 1 year ending January 2024 when considering it closed on 74,085 points. And 1 year ago, the JSE closed on 75,000 points. Now, we share some of our manager views this month. It was a tough time for Fairtree, as some of their positions, such as Naspers and Prosus, didn't fare well, given the ongoing regulatory issues in China. Now, our timeline is always a useful reminder to just jog our memories as to when what happened in the world, such as the Chinese central bank implementing an emergency rate cut in August last year. Now, in our interesting numbers section this month, we share the impressive growth of Bitcoin being the leading asset class for 2023. It managed to grow 156%. But if you were like me, you've probably sold down so much of your Bitcoin portfolio over the recent years. And then moving on to our Did You Know section, where we highlight this month our balanced income model portfolio and the reasons that we believe this model is ideal for living annuity clients. From our research last year on living annuities, we found that the withdrawal rate is crucial. Now, how much a client withdraws is very much dependent on their age and also their investment amount. But then, 3 other factors to consider would be the optimal amount of growth assets, your offshore exposure, and also the manager's ability to manage downside risk and offer consistency. Now, while we're chatting about consistency, how impressive is it that our optimal growth model portfolio continues to enhance on the consistency numbers? Now, while the CSA multi-asset high equity category can only manage to achieve or exceed CPI plus 5% over rolling 7-year periods 20% of the time, our model does so nearly 60% of the time. Now, I must mention it's not just the case for optimal growth, but we've used it this month as an example. Now, don't miss any of the latest numbers in our performance slides, and we also share in our snapshot slides some numbers on the bank rates as well as the bond rates. Now, this pack is available now to download. Thank you for watching.